Good morning, it's Lewis Jackson. My project is to fill the tremendous need throughout the United States for inexpensive, well-built, small homes. Our company, Ashland Homes, has worked with engineers and architects to develop small homes using intermodal shipping containers, which are made of steel, and adding wooden. The shipping containers are 8 foot by 40 foot and 9 foot tall. We're going to add 240, in some cases double at 480 square foot, to make a small livable home. Ashland Homes has purchased a lot in Abilene and is seeking $50,000 to build the first model home. According to the National Association of Low-Income Housing Coalition, a winner earning the federal minimum wage would have to work 90 hours a week to afford a one-bedroom rental home at the fair market price. The absence of affordable homes in America is one of the biggest factors contributing to the homeless in America. There's about over 1 million homeless people in America on any given day. Many of those people which are homeless are veterans. As a solution to this, Ashland Homes focuses on building small yet very livable 1 and 2 bedroom homes. These homes can be built on many of the inexpensive vacant lots scattered throughout cities and towns across America. Ashland Homes plans to sell these homes to individuals, homeowners, for low cost, plus they'll sell them to investors to be used as rental properties. In addition to this, Ashland Homes is in the process of establishing a 501c3 nonprofit organization to provide these single-family homes to homeless veterans. We've talked with the Veterans Association, and they've got a program called the Veterans Affairs Supportive Housing, and that's going to be in combination with the HUD program, which is a housing choice program, and we believe we can put a lot of investors, a lot of homeless veterans into some of these homes that and let the government help pay the mortgage for them or the rent for them. We have purchased the first single-family lot there at 2229 State Street in Abilene, and that's what we're requesting, the $50,000 to build the first home. In case we have problems leasing it or selling it or whatever to a veteran, then what we will do is we'll simply, as an alternative, put it on the market, listing it with a realtor. The home that we're building is using that 8 foot wide, 9 foot tall, 40 foot long, 320 square foot steel intermodal shipping container. And what we'll do with those is we'll remove parts of the wall on one side of them, and that will be the side that we build onto the 240 square foot wooden structure. On the other side, we'll put a couple of windows in there and put our doors in and everything in our wooden structure to keep the cost down. The plan has been designed and drawn up by Brett Jordan, who's a home designer. We have met with an engineer, Paul Simpson, who used to work for the city of Abilene, and Abilene actually gave us the phone number to Paul, and we went out and talked with him, and Paul has told us, yes, he can help us, give us a engineer stamp so that we can build a home in Abilene. We'll talk to the Abilene City. They're only going to want $67 in fees. I believe it's 12 $12 a square foot. I believe that's the price. And then we've talked to Henderson Insurance Company for some construction insurance. We'll need some piers to hold the home up. It's going to be a pier and beam. There'll be 6 of the bigger piers to hold the container up, which weighs probably around 8,000 pounds. And then we'll also need some piers to hold the little wooden part of it up. And where we're getting the shipping container from is a gentleman named Justin. He's going to charge us $6,000, and he's up in Graham. He's got about a dozen lots that sell these shipping containers around Texas, and his price is at $6,050 to cut the windows out of it, cut the sections out of it, and then deliver it down to Abilene from Graham. The additional parts for the roof will be purchased from Metal Mart out in Clyde. We've talked to the general manager out there, and he's told us what he'll charge us. Basically 154 feet of 10-inch 14-gauge purlin at $250 a foot, $385. 4 and 9 feet of 4-inch 14-gauge purling at $1.30 a foot, $531. 275 feet of 1-inch box iron, 65 cents a foot, $180, and 208 feet of the 14-gauge 3-foot wide roofing at $250 a foot, which will run $520. Then the additional cost will require 8 floor panelings for the new additional part we're going to build. That's going to cost us around $400. We'll get them from Lowe's here in Abilene, and they'll also supply the building walls, which and the windows and the doors and the insulation for the home, which that's going to run $4,650. The bathroom vanity, bathroom sinks, toilets, shower stalls, along with the kitchen sink, kitchen cabinets, and all. We'll purchase them over at Home Depot. They give us a little bit better price, $2,890. We found an air conditioning heating unit for 9,000 BTU, which we can purchase for $900. We'll use a local company then to buy the carpet from B980. Plumbing will be furnished by Baker Brothers of Sweetwater for a flat fee of $1,000. That will include the plumbing, fixed plumbing pipes that we'll need to hook up everything, and the fee to do it. Lone Star Electrical has agreed for a flat fee of $3,000 to complete the electrical part of it, and then we're going to need a 10-foot by 20-foot driveway and 2 steps in the home. We're going to need a little patio, and then the sidewalk in front of the house. We'll once again go back to Lee Concrete to get that accomplished for $3,200. For the labor on the home, what we intend to do, we've talked to a couple of people and that build things. We're going to hire a general contractor, which we're going to pay him $5,000 when the home is completed. And if he runs over, we're going to deduct, and if he gets underneath our budget, then we'll give him a little extra. Part 2 will be the skilled laborers, which we'll get from the general contractor, knows them, and then we'll also put ads in the papers or contact People Ready, which is a company, but we'll pay them like $8.50 to $15, depending on what kind of skills they have. We're going to set aside $12,000 for this purpose. We've talked to a welding company, Greg Glass and Company, and they've estimated that it'd take about 70 hours to weld the stuff, support beams into place, and that will cost us an additional $1,400. That brings the material for the building the home to $26,531, and the estimate labor cost is $18,400, which brings us, then we've got the $384 for the insurance and then the fees for the city, which brings us to $42,285 to build this home. which gives us, on a $50,000 budget, gives us a $4,715 reserve in case we run over. For the nonprofit company we're going to form, it's 501c3, and what we're working on now is understanding the benefits of it and how it will work. The limited liability company will be formed for each and every home we build. That way we keep the liability in just that to just that home. It doesn't affect other homes we may have under construction in case something goes wrong along the way. But then in order to maintain this, we understand that we will not be able to do any for profit that will conflict for it, but we're going to create this company by filing with the state of Texas, and that's kind of where we're at with it. In conclusion, I'd like to say that one of the biggest factors contributing to homelessness in America is the absence of affordable housing. And by us seeking $50,000, we can build a 560 square foot home located there at 2229 State Street. We use the steel shipping container for the framing, and that will provide good solid, what they call in the construction business, home bones, the framing, and then we're going to put these homes, once we build the first one, we'll start putting them on vacant lots, which are scattered in many towns throughout America, and basic focus will be to provide the homes for the homeless veterans and work with them. Thank you very much.